Honorable, let's speak about some of the consequences if the e-levy bill is not passed. So we've heard some from some of the communicators who were especially appointed deputy ministers of finance and the finance minister himself. Some of the things that the e-levy would be doing for us. Now, failure to pass the bill would mean that we would have dire consequences on road infrastructure, on some other institutions. Now, should the government go back to IMF should e-levy fail? Do we prefer an IMF bailout instead of generating our own funds?
Let me give you a local analogy to answer your question.
Mm.
In the village where I used to live, if you have a family who had a bumper harvest, and all they do is they cook and eat and throw the excess food away on the garbage. Okay, you go to their house every morning. Their garbage bin is filled with food they couldn't eat. They couldn't finish eating yesterday, and all of a sudden there's drought. Okay, it has not rained for the past 6 months, and all the farmers are crying. And such a farmer comes to tell you that, look, the burden is so huge. Let's share the burden. If you have small food in your house, bring it and let's share. My brother. And you are a witness to the profligacy. You are a witness to the extravagance. You are a witness to the waste. Will you have the moral turpitude to go and bring your food and share with such a person? This is the government that has spent over 340 billion without anything substantial to show. And this is the government that comes to say, you see, look, nation building is all about shared responsibility. It's all about burden sharing. You see, we can't do this alone. Can we share the burden? I am sharing the burden with somebody who doesn't understand that you need to cut your coat according to your size. I'm sharing the burden with somebody who is so extravagant in his posture. He lacks the finest taste of the world even when people are suffering. I don't think that this burden sharing is something that has moral justification. I don't care what they think, but I think that it is not about money in this economy. President Nanadu made a statement when he was candidate Nanadu. He said, "Yet discussion come there," and that statement I can tell you, 100 years to come, it is still true. We are really sitting on money and we are hungry. So he has come and he's now sitting on the money, and there's a lot of rot and the place is smelling. Why? Where is the money? You are now sitting on the money and you are even coming back to tell the Ghanaian people, please, the little that is in your pocket, I want to force and you share it. Oh, that is quite interesting. Let's allow them. If they cannot manage, they should tell Ghanaian people that, listen, let's be honest, we have run the economy into a ditch. If you go to Singapore, it has happened before. People brought gold ornaments, they brought their properties to support the state to be able to stand on its feet to develop. Today, Singapore is where it is now. But you only do that to people who are honest, you only do that to people who have integrity, and you only do that to leaders who are selfless and they are committed to the national development. Not leaders who can spend 340 billion and you can't even see a single clinic, you can't even see a single hospital, you can't even find a single better road in 5 years. What is the moral justification for you to come back and say, even the little that you have in your savings, the little that you have as a capital, I want to tax it and I want to call it e-levy. And when I talk, you say, oh, it is burden sharing. The nation is burden. Let's share the burden. When you are very extra, and even in this era of burden sharing spirit, they are still very extravagant. Are we serious?